computer, but I couldn't get to it this morning. And then when I get home, I don't feel like doing no work other than live stream. So gotta do it from the whip. So for the most part, good thing about the whip, it make you constantly read something. You gotta be able to remember it. So that's a good thing, help with the memory. But for the most part, Ice Cube ended up meeting with the Department of Justice lawyers, and they stepping in due to like antitrust laws. And basically what's going on here is that the NBA is pretty much, being investigated for. Ice Cube said they was trying to stop the BIG3 from growing. This deeper than what you probably think it would be. So check out the NBA Talk playlist, check out the BIG3 playlist, check out music entertainment playlist, current news playlist. So they just investigating them right now, and basically what they saying is that, the NBA was trying, for one, Ice Cube went to the NBA and seen if they kind of wanted to do a partnership with him in this league, right? He said we came into the basketball realm, we kind of wanted to be in the, a partner with the NBA. We offered them a stake into the company. They said no. So they said no, we not interested or whatever. So for the most part, next thing you know, he said they are being accused, the NBA, of trying to block the BIG3 from TV deals, sponsorships. Also, they're alleged to have been accused of telling owners not to invest into the BIG3. They've been accused, which of telling players not to participate in the BIG3. And they also are being accused of telling referees that they can't work in the BIG3 in the offseason. Now, what's so funny about it is that the players play in the Drew League, they play in all these different Pro-Am leagues, and they don't have an issue with it. And Ice Cube said he did. Like, when you move on to somebody's block, you want to introduce yourself to the neighbors, introduce the family, the dog, and everything else. That's what he did. Like, okay, we ain't trying to be no competitor. We want to work together. We want to be a farm system or a transitional system for older players to have something to do life after basketball. Now, why do the NBA feel to be threatened by the BIG3? They're not a competitor. They're not a direct competitor. They're trying to assist their players with a transition with life after basketball. And is it because it's black owned? I mean, dude, I would have to get on Patreon to really get deep on this. And because I just say, man, the killing of the Moonflowers. That's all I'm going to say. If you ain't seen the movie or read about the story, read up on the story. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. All this is about control. They don't want to see a brother come up. They don't want to see nobody come up. That's what people don't understand. And this is all probably going to be proven if the investigation is legitimate. So owners couldn't buy in. They discouraged players from playing. They told refs not to refs. They trying to stop them TV deals, stop sponsorship. And the thing about the TV deals is that it's not a lot of programming going around TV anyway. You watch ESPN, they got the World Championship Tag Team on there. The Tag Championship. You know what I'm saying? They showing billiards and bowling and shit that people have no interest in. So it's not a lot of good programming going on, especially with the writer's strike. Well, the actor strike right now. That's why the movie schedule has been so light. But they're looking for programming. This is why the NBA media is up. It was a scramble for NFL Sunday Ticket. And it's going to be a scramble for, some of the NBA TV deals. The Tuesday and Thursday night basketball show on TNT. Amazon trying to get it. NBC trying to get basketball. So, these networks need programming. They legitimately need programming. Excuse me. They legitimately need some type of programming. So, at the end of the day, it don't surprise me, dude. It don't surprise you. Like I was telling somebody, man, they left the group one time, man. I was like, man, I left ignorant. You know, one of the reasons why you nut up and you leave ignorant, you leave, you know, so you can't come back. So going back isn't an option. All you can do is move forward. You leave amicable on good terms, they still gonna hate you. So it don't matter how you leave. You can leave a woman with grace. You can leave your husband with grace, and they could be dead wrong. Motherfuckers still gonna be mad. Still gonna be mad. So you can come in there and try to be their boy and try to do a partnership, offer ownership, do things the right way. If they don't want to mess with you, they ain't gonna mess with you. And they don't want to see us own nothing. And Master P been saying it for years. Ownership, 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 ownership. And everybody, all the brothers and sisters should be behind Ice Cube for this. He trying to own something. Look at what Versus. When Timberland and Swiss Beats, they destroyed it. They showed ownership in it, then all of a sudden it didn't exist no more. Come on, you ain't heard nothing about Versus in forever. But yeah, and that's crazy. And then people gonna talk. Well, Cube, we would love to have you on Fox. I'm just using an example, nothing factual. We love to have you on Fox, but the NBA doesn't want us working with you. Bob at the NBA office, he told us, he paid us $10,000 not to work with you. That's how it go. That's how it go. Shout out to Jaylen Brown for still participating in the celebrity game. Next thing you know, they're going to be trying to block them from NBA arenas if they ain't already started to. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go out there and we support Gucci, Louis. We go out there and support NFL and NBA teams that's not black owned. Support the league. I covered the Big 3. Would have covered this year. I just was busy and I couldn't apply. Could have covered it this year. They're great. They great people. They treated me like they would treat the media member of ESPN. I first got there and the guy that ran the press room, he came right up to me and we had a whole conversation. Man, they treated me like I didn't give me a hard time getting in, nothing. I had full access to everybody else. I seen small media members able to get one-on-ones with players and all types of stuff. The players was great. They fed you. They was safe. I ain't got nothing bad to say about them people, bro. Chauncey was interviewing people. Everybody. They ain't stop you from doing nothing. It's a really well-run organization, is what I can say. It's not no nigga business. And I hate to use that term in that way. And we all know what that is. What's the top moniker for nigga businesses? Open late, close early. It wasn't none of that. Wasn't none of it. So, for them to try to knock them off, not trying to help them grow and help their players transition into something else. What's so funny, Gilbert Arenas was just talking about how the NBA don't take care of their black players when they retire. I mean, Karl Malone was saying something similar. Why ain't Patrick Ewing, coaching the New York Knicks? Why some of these guys don't have a role? Gilbert Arenas just said why when Kobe retired, no matter who the GM was, Kobe should have been the GM for everything he did for the organization. It's a great point. You're good enough to run and jump and dunk, but you're not good enough to own an organization. You're not good enough to play in the organization. I mean, good enough to coach an organization or be a GM and have a role in the organization. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of the brothers and sisters starting to wake up to that. But let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Like I said, check out the NBA Talk playlist. Check out the Big 3 playlist. Check out the Music Entertainment Current News playlist. TMZ got the whole story. I appreciate y'all for supporting the channel, man. I'm going to keep holding it down. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole thing. You want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. All that's in the link tree. Check out my new channel, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. That link's in the description. Link tree. Check out my Detroit channel, Motor City Sports Talk. Peace.